already know what it is, y'all. I'm your homie, your brother K Doze. Y'all can call me Kendall. You know what it is. This is Master at Delivering Excellence. And what we have here today, we have a master at delivering excellence. Man, this dude we have with us, first of all, it's Veterans Day, so we have to wish him a happy Veterans Day during this recording. He's definitely a veteran, served our country, so we appreciate him for that. But also, he's doing something that's possibly just as important, and that's helping and assisting and educating our children. This man, he does his storytelling. He has a YouTube channel, which is titled Three King Visions. He also has an Instagram where you follow him over there. He does live storytelling as well. Man, this dude is super enthusiastic about what he does, and he's also a librarian. And it's just a beautiful thing to see a brother out here like him doing these type of things. And we definitely need to support and get behind them. We have here the homie AJ, aka Mr. Billy, in the building.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
No, I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. How you doing on this Veterans Day? And again, thank you very much for your service, bro.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. It's been a beautiful thing, man. I think when every year, every Veterans Day that passed, I have a greater appreciation for my service versus when I got out when I was 22. Now, real man, I understand those core values that they were trying to instill in us. It didn't hit home until into my 30s. So I'm just grateful, man.
That's a beautiful thing, man. So, AJ, man, let's jump right into it, man. First and foremost, I want to start present and then go back. So we got Three King Visions, man.
Hey.
And first and foremost, where did that name come from? I love that name. Where did that name come from?
So Three King Visions derived from me and my day one homies. We call each other Three Kings. So that's why my name is AJ Three Kings. So we've been known as Three Kings since high school. And when I thought about King Visions, as far as the name, I wanted to create a vision of a platform to influence our future kings and queens. So I'm like, okay, Three Kings, Visions. It actually came together pretty quickly because I actually was, sketching my logo. Everything kind of came to fruition how it was supposed to be. So, hey, we almost 2 years at it, man. So, it's been a learning experience, bro.
That's a beautiful thing, man. So now Three King Visions, you created this storytelling. Now we gonna rewind now back to the origin. So you graduated high school and you decided to go to the military, right?
Well, actually, it's kind of funny, man. So when I graduated high school in 2002, I went to Winston State, HBC, North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, so I'm trying to follow in my mom's footsteps. And man, honestly, I became a statistic, bro. I literally did not last a semester because I'm chasing all the booty, all the women out there, and I didn't get it. That was my first time being on my own, 17, so I flunked out. This is where reality hit. I'm laying around my dad's house. My dad, a Marine veteran, hardcore. He don't play. He like, oh man, you gonna take your ass into the military. Hardcore, man, extremely hardcore. So I enlisted to the Air Force. Ironically, me and my sister enlisted around the same time, so that was kind of cool. But I struggled, man, because like my dad was always hard on me, but it didn't hit until I got into the real world. You always think your parents or anyone that you look up to is always hard on you just to be hard on you. Nah, it's a reason. So I get into the Air Force. I try to follow my mom's footsteps as far as being an EMT. She's a nurse. I'm trying to get in the healthcare field. So it kind of opened my eyes up, man. I'm like, man, I got a chance to travel. I got a chance to live on my own and like, first and foremost, become a man. On my way becoming a young man. So I get out of the military. I fulfill my service. I would say in 2008, I get out in July, moved to Atlanta. My sister got out. So we helping raising my nephew. And it was kind of weird, man. I was in that weird transition stage where I'm 23, 24 years old. And yeah, I'm a veteran, I can get a job, but is it really what I want? And being young, the women you want to date, or you just don't want to be the person that gets left behind. And I felt like I was. So my mom called me. I never forget this, kiddos. My mom called me. This is November 2009. She said, AJ, are you serious about finishing school? And I was like, yes. So my mom was living in Missouri. She said, it's an HBCU in Missouri, Lincoln University. I'm like, I ain't never heard of an HBCU in the Midwest because I'm from the South. So they probably from the South, North Carolina. So I went up there, bro. I met some really good people. And 2 weeks later, I'm back in Atlanta. They gave me a call and said, hey, Billy, we want to offer you a full scholarship to finish your nursing degree. So probably one of the top 5 most important things I ever did in my life. I didn't have that much savings, but I had maybe about $1,800. Gave it to my sister and my nephew. January 1st, 2010, I went back to school at 25. And that was like the most important decision I ever made because I had to do something, man. I had to become what it would say on my way to becoming a high value man or becoming successful, man. I had to strive for greatness, and this was the start. So, man, halfway through my undergrad, I meet one of my homeboys. And, when we're talking and whatnot, I'm like, what you about to do? He says, man, I'm about to be a librarian. The same question that I get now. And I tell people what I do for a living. I'm like, what the hell do a librarian do? So he introduced me to my mentors, who, ironically, is the director of Broward County Libraries down here. So, it kind of worked out. So I didn't know how big this field is. Like when I tell people what a librarian do in the field, you would never know. Google has librarians, Disney, hospitals, law firms, anything with information has a librarian. And I was like, okay, I could do this. And graduated with my bachelor's, bro, in 2014 in biology with a minor in library science because I took all these science courses. So I didn't know you have to have a master's degree in library science. So leave Missouri, get my bachelor's, I moved back to North Carolina, go to North Carolina Central University, another HBCU, and I get my master's in library science in 2016. And I have not looked back since, man. I'm going on 5 years becoming a librarian. And it's been like a beautiful journey as far as like manifesting, like, my purpose.
Man, so when you talk about the science of being a librarian, like break that down a little bit because people may not really understand exactly what it really entails, man. So really break that down.
So back in the day when we was growing up, we associate library with books, which is true. But like to break it down, I tell people my job is to give you information. With that being said, libraries are like a community center to people now. Then we have a lot of offering free programs. A lot of people don't know you can get Rosetta Stone with a free library card. You get computer classes, learn Spanish, learn English. I do story times, for the parents, the stay-at-home people. Also, programs for the middle schoolers, high schoolers. You can get your driver's license, renew your driver's license at some libraries.
Wow.
It's so much you could do. It's all about community engagement. So a lot of people don't know, like if you was growing up, I remember when my mom was trying to find stuff for us to do besides playing ball, she had to pay for programs and stuff like that. It gets expensive. Guess what? The library provides all the programs for free. So, and the library is it's booming, man. It's booming. Like every library has a different community, but that's the beauty of it, man. I think I've been successful with engaging the youth, but also, the millennials as well. I think I just found my passion, man. This is something I would do until I'm like 70-something years old. And it's an untapped field in the African-American community because people that look like me and you, Black men, we barely make up 1% of the field. But no part, it's 6 of my homeboys. We all different librarians. So it's dope, man. It's almost like the doctors that had that story. They all want to pull together. But like, it's just funny, man. You never know how your life gonna turn out. But if you stay on your purpose, things will happen, man.
That's a beautiful thing, man. And again, growing up, I've never seen Black people, period, as a librarian, let alone understanding what it all entails. And I look at you just from getting to know you, bro, and you seem very enthusiastic about it, like very excited about it. And to me, if I was a kid growing up where you are currently, I would love to go to the library. Oh man, that's I don't know if you go by Mr. Billy there. You
Right.
do, right? You go by Mr. Billy in the library, right? So it's like, man, that would be exciting, man. I can't wait, man. Go see Mr. Billy, man. We're gonna do story time. You know what I mean? Because that's what our youth needs.
It's been happening already, man. Like I already got a couple of my coworkers and some other brothers already in the library science program, and we talk about this. As me and you got to know each other, bro. Like
Hmm.
we need to see more positive Black men doing these type of things outside the realm of music and athletics. You know,
Right.
because for some reason in our culture, we feel like those are the two ways out. And versus, I mean, I'm trying to break that mold as far as that. You could be cool and still be a librarian. Like, I mean, I've been blessed, Katos, man. It's never been one day I've been a librarian in 5 years that I woke up in the morning like, damn, I gotta go to work. Not one time.
Mm.
My father told me I'm blessed. And I know I'm blessed, man, because this ain't working me, man. Me starting Three King Vision, starting to brand off my storytelling for the youth. Um, when you put that positive energy, just to answer your question, like you were saying, I'm extremely enthusiastic because it's just me anyway. But I love what I do, man. Like, and I love like talking about it because I just want to. If I can influence anybody, man, I did my job, man.
Man, that's a beautiful thing. So when did it click for you when you became a librarian? Three King Visions is what I'm gonna do. When did you feel like, okay, what is it? Busy bee?
Busy to be, that's my
Busy to
song
be?
right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like when did that all come? Like, you know what? I'm all this that I've learned that I'm putting into the librarian career, I'm gonna put into this brand. So when did that click?
So I would say about 2.5 years ago. So I've been doing Three King Vision for 2 years, but I'll say 2.5 years ago, where my story times were getting crazy in my library, where we would have two sessions, and each session was ranging from 50 to 150 people. And then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it'd be 200, 300 people. And I'm like, hold up now. I'm like this little local celebrity to the little ones, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what? I'm talking to my friends behind the scenes. I'm like, look, ain't nobody doing a kid show for the Black or Hispanic community. And we was looking like, and nobody, we haven't seen this since Reading Rainbow, or we ain't
Mm-hmm.
seen nothing, influential like that, man. So I remember growing up, we used to watch Snick, we used to watch Nickelodeon, we used to watch all that stuff. We seen
Mm-hmm.
people look like us. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna do this. So I kind of, one of the hardest thing, as you know, as far as starting the business, just getting started, because you
Yes,
you second
sir.
guess yourself. But I'm gonna tell you this: I think it clicked so quick because I do it for a living. So it wasn't like I was experimenting; it was just trying to properly execute it. So one of my coworkers introduced me to a videographer, and I told him my vision. He's like, "Wow, ain't nobody never came to me about that." He says all his clients are rappers. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I say it clicked November, right after Thanksgiving of 2000 and was it 2018. So I got, what the easy part about it was? I just got the
What?
LLC. Just get the LLC. Got
Right.
the
Get it started, baby. Just get it
and it started.
started.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's when they clicked. It was like, okay, it's for real. You made it official. Now make it work. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a different type of pressure. And it's not even a pressure, but it's a personal obligation, because I set this as a goal that you need to get this done, because I'm not working with nobody. It's just all on me. So
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like I get a more personal satisfaction out of it, because I'm gonna get on my grind. So we started recording. I put out the first episode January 2019, and it's been a learning experience, man. Me and you talk, just learning how to do the YouTube thing,
Right.
content, knowing how to market, understanding that yes, you have to utilize the different platforms in different ways. I kind of like, if you notice on my Instagram is a lot more entertainment now
Mm-hmm.
versus the YouTube strictly the story time. So I'm kind of trying to flip it a little bit to engage the parents because I got to get the parents. But
Right.
the dope part about it is, and that's why I'm 110% confident in my content and what I do is when these parents see this, everybody rocking with it. So, and it's like, and it may take you aback a little bit because you ain't seen nobody, you know what I'm saying, do this. Yeah, I mean, other demographics are doing it. I mean, you'll see during this pandemic that a lot of people doing the story times. But when you see mine and you see them, like you be like, hold up, something different right here. So, man, I just believe, man, that's all it is.
It's amazing, bro. Like every time, I'm able to, there's nothing wrong with the other story time people. There's nothing wrong
They
with,
don't.
the other kid based channels like on YouTube. Nothing wrong with them. It's just great to see a black man doing it and that's still in his like masculine frame. That like you're not, it's not like you're being super feminine and anything like that. You're actually showing a masculine example, and that's what's dope. And you're being out of yourself. You're making it cool.
I think it represents a lot, man. Thank you, bro. It's all about being you. You know, being authentic is going to show. And one thing when you're working with kids, parents is watching that. They're going to feed off their energy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be real protective of what they show their kids, especially my age range as far as the content. You know,
Right.
obviously you're going to screen the content before you show your children. You know what I'm saying, to make sure this
Of course.
is cool. And what works for me is I'm entertaining the adults as well. You know, I mean, it's funny. It's like with any cartoon, even little adult references, but I'm just being me, and that's what's gotten me this far. And I just want to keep grinding, G.
Look, bro, in my household, you know what our favorite thing to say?
What is?
Everybody just calm down. Just calm down.
Especially,
Like,
man.
I caught my wife saying that the other day. And like it's dope though because that something like that is so easy to remember. It's just catchy, and you can remember that in every aspect of life, man. Like, if you're a young child start struggling with a tantrum or being upset or okay, everybody just calm down. Like, you know what I mean? It's so applicable to so many different situations, man. It's so dope.
And I think that's what like the brand and just my journey represents. You know, you do have to calm down, but also everybody just calm down mean turn it up too. So, what I do with my story time is a lot of energy. It's a lot of, movement. I'm being myself because I have to capture that kid's attention, but also the parent. You know, a lot of times people forget, the parent got to go to the channel. So they got to be engaged. And that's one of the biggest things I always try to strive on and try to work on is engagement. That is one of my strengths that I have to pull both of them in because guess what? Yeah, the little kid gonna be wanting to watch it, but the parent gonna be like, you know what? I don't mind putting that on because I'm gonna because it's story time. It's not just for the kid, kiddos. It's for the parent as well, for y'all to develop a bond together and also develop their lifelong love of reading. That's the whole goal, man. And like, man, just this whole time, man, these barely 2 years, seeing kids watching my content, man, that is the greatest feeling in the world. I know you showed your little ones when you sent me the video, man.
Yeah.
All about, man. I cannot even describe the feeling of that. Like when you find your purpose, man, and then you talk about what your brand is made, man, like that is what, I represent. I try to exemplify impacting the youth. And man, I'm just loving it, man. I'm feeling great, man. I'm blessed.
And you definitely are, man. And I can definitely stamp you as being a made man. You definitely a master at delivering excellence. And I know it's going to be a continuous amount of growth coming, you know what I'm saying, for your brand. I want to make sure everybody out there go subscribe to Three King Visions right here on YouTube. Also, go follow my man right here on my right here. Go follow him on Instagram at Three King Visions. All right, and keep up. My man got a lot going on, and there's more to come.
And we cooking.
Very, very excited.
We cooking.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is, man. It's made master at delivering excellence. You already know what it is. It's our job to deliver excellent content, excellent people, and we always want to strive and inspire you and motivate you to be excellent. We appreciate you. Peace and love to everybody out there. Thank you for watching.